Yeet. You already know what it is. I'm trying to give Kenny a couple seconds to join up. Let some people come on, get in the chat. Give everybody a little second to pull up. You already know what it is. Give y'all a little second to pull up. Try to give Kenny a second to pull up. But you already know what it is. We're doing live predictions. Live predictions. All right. If y'all up in here, say what's up. But giving Kenny a couple minutes so he can join the live. We could talk about the WWE Elimination Chamber predictions. If y'all want to drop a question real quick while we wait, we'll say what up. You can do that. Make sure you subscribe, like if it's your first time. But let's see who's going to be all on the card. We got Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax, Candice LeRae. Who else we got on the card? We got Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. We got the Women's Elimination Chamber. The Men's Elimination Chamber. That's going to be crazy. And I think that's it, right? I think that's all we got. Okay. Not too bad. Let's go with the Bleacher Report. He's got the most. Yo, if y'all just getting here, what's up? Just waiting on Kenny real quick, about a minute or so we can go, we can start talking about our predictions. But hey, make sure you like and, ask some questions real quick before we start. But that's basically everybody that's performing. Women's Elimination, Tiffany, Trish, Nia, Candice, Kevin, Sami, and Men's Elimination Chamber. So should go by kind of quick. So at any point in time, y'all can drop your questions, but please hit that like first since you're here. A couple people here, let's hit the like. Let's get it popping. But and if you showed up, appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I will give Kenny a couple seconds, and then I'll just start going into who I think is gonna win the Elimination Chamber and all that good stuff. Dan, hello, bro. Everything's going to be wild for us, for real. What up, Dan? I don't think I've seen you comment before. I appreciate you. It's gonna be dope. Supposedly, what I heard is the rumor I heard Triple H and all them say is it's supposed to be a wild night to start shaking things off. We'll see, because I think this is going to be the real indicator of what happens moving forward with WrestleMania. Sorry, I'm doing a couple of things, trying to make sure people are here. And Kenny pulls up. I also have my other daughter who's going live in the other room, and she's getting some things popping, so I'm trying to check that out. Lan, appreciate you always for the donations, like always. You gonna ask a question this time or no? There goes Kenzo. So let's add him to the join so we can get going. You know what I'm saying? He got technical difficulties, and that's probably why 12 of y'all lost, but it's all goody. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it back.
Yo.
What's up, player?
Technical difficulties and whatnot, but we here.
Yeah, no, I just told the chat game because we had like 12 people here, and then they all dipped. They was like, "Nah, he's talking to himself."
Yeah.
Hey, you could check the numbers, but there was like bro rambling. We gotta go. We out. But we did got Dan here. I haven't seen him before, so appreciate you, Leanne, dropping that donation like always. Appreciate her. I got the card pulled up. Do you or no?
Yeah.
You want? All right. So Well, since you're the card person, I'll let you. I'll let you start it off. We'll do eliminate. We'll do elimination Johns after, towards the end.
Let me make sure. WWE. I don't know why I used y'all's because y'all always make it weird. All right. Where we starting? Not the chamber. We said. Should we go in reverse order? Yeah, I guess. So Cody answers The Rock. Guess is how it's gonna start off.
Oh, my bad. I was telling like my daughter's going live in the other room, and then she did some stuff wrong. So she was like, "Hey, can you help me?" But I was like, It's gonna have to be after I go live." Anywho, I mean, we can start off with that. I think that's gonna have some. I think that's gonna like result in towards the end of the men's elimination chamber. But man, this is a hard one to start off with, pause, because I really don't know which way. Because I've heard so many different rumors. Like I believe you're on the same vibe with me. I'd rather have heel Cody.
Right.
I'd rather have him lean into it, and he's kind of tweened the last couple of weeks on that with the whole being stressed out type ish. Um, so I would prefer him to turn heel, and we go corporate Cody with the corporate Rock. That could be fire, and then you can get some other matches out there because Punk's not gonna like it, Steph's not gonna like it, Roman's probably not gonna like it. So you can go numerous ways with that.
Yeah,
But
there's
I did
definitely a
hear,
lot of ways to go.
but I did hear a good one that Cody says no, and then that either brings Drew McIntyre to win or the CM Punk. Like he asked Paul Heyman for the favor. Like, let me highlight Rock. Rock gets him into the match. So I mean, it can go either way. I'll lean. I'm gonna lean with Cody saying no, because then it's gonna give us a big swerve that nobody's expecting. Like, oh shit, okay, cool. He said no. Like, what are we gonna do now? And then like I said, either it be Drew or Punk, and then it goes a whole different way. Like, oh snap, we didn't see that coming for us, man. And what's up, Unlimited?
And he kind of stole my answer. I was hoping you said yeah, because I was leaning towards no. Then I mean, honestly, it's not even really about the answer. I'm leaning towards no, but he could say yes and it still end up going to. I think it's gonna end up with Punk, like you said, so that we could get there with a yes still. So it really doesn't matter too much if it's yes or no, because I do think we're gonna end up at Punk. But I was leaning towards no because it's how I just like the options more on the no side. Because if we go yes, and we could go corporate Cody. As long as we get heel Cody, I don't really mind too much. But I did see people complaining about how the corporation didn't work last time, or how I don't think it didn't work. I think it lasted too long. But that might just be my memory not being correct. I'd have to go back and look at how that went the first time. But I don't remember it being bad. I remember there being a lot of complaints, but that was just what Rare Wrestling was at the time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's go into the unsanctioned match, Sammy versus Kevin, which we said on this channel before. I remember when WWE used to do this shit like every other week, and then we got that one match, and they were like, "This will be the last time they ever fight again. This will never happen, bro." And here we are again. I feel like whenever they don't have anything for Kevin or Sammy, they just, "Hey, y'all want to fight?" And then I mean, I do get it. It's in Toronto, and they're Canadian, so they're gonna put on for the home. But I'm not gonna say I'm sick of it because I do love when Kevin's like a heel. I do appreciate that. I would rather see. I think you brought it up before, or somebody else brought it up in the chat. They've never been a heel together, right?
No, I don't think so.
I would rather that happen. I would rather something happen to where they ended up being on the same side, or it'd be a swerve and they were both heel. But if we're just going straight match for match, I'd rather have the heel go over in Toronto. I'd rather have Kevin win because at this point I don't really know what's up with Sammy, like whatever. But I'd rather see Kevin win than Sammy.
So with this exactly right. Oh yeah, like Unlimited said, they have it in WWE. So I do think they did it. I don't think that was Ring On. It might have been the Independence, but it might have been Ring On. I don't remember. But So as far as the match repeating, I think, like you said, at one point they pulled the trigger too often, because I did say like this is a matchup you can go to, repeatedly if you want to, because of the chemistry involved and blah blah blah, and how many times they've done it. And the people still do love it. I do actually have a homeboy. He is Canadian, so that probably helps out too. But he was looking forward to this match, even though he's seen it a bunch of times. The problem we have is like they just did it a few too many times. There's the Sasha Bailey joint. Like, it was not like the matches weren't good, but why are we doing it again and so soon? But it is what it is. As far as who should win, yeah, Sammy's kind of blown in the wind, but I don't think a win here would really do too much for him either. That's the problem. I'm not saying I can't see him win, but okay, he wins and then what? So I'm gonna go Kevin here, because that's, again, Kevin. He wins, and I mean, think. And I mean, if he wins and they really want to keep the feud going, they could do that. And then, but if Sammy win, I feel like there's less options to go. So I'm gonna go with Kevin on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the match is pointless, but like I said, I understand that it's probably because they're in Toronto and we don't know how many more matches Sammy and Kevin are going to be given. So I can see them putting on for Toronto. So that'd be cool. And Canada usually has a good crowd, so it'd be a good pop. They'll probably be filming the match, definitely. But
oh, for sure, it's gonna be a pop.
For me, it was a whatever match. But all right, so we have that one. So then we have another local. We have Trish and Tiffany versus Nia and Candice LeRae.
Yes, indeed.
I'll go quick. I believe Tiffany's way over. It's Trish, Canada, Toronto, and Nia Jax hasn't really did anything since losing the belt. And Candice LeRae, no disrespect to you, because she's married to Johnny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no disrespect, but you don't ever do anything. Like, nothing towards you. It's just they don't book you to do anything. So for them to beat Trish and Tiffany, I don't see how that would make sense. So I'm gonna go with Tiffy time and Trishy time. I gotta get that shirt because that's amazing.
Yeah, Candice LeRae hasn't done anything since they split her and Johnny up, basically, on NXT. And that's quite unfortunate.
Let me ask you a question real quick. And if we got some people here, some hip hop heads, whether you're old school or new school, I'm old school. So if you're old school, you can appreciate this. Kenny should definitely, even though it's a little before his time. I just want you to, I want to ask you a question. Like, do you see like I got the all white Master P ice cream man John on right now?
Master P. I see with the glasses and the white.
You know
I
what
can see
I
going on.
I didn't know if you knew. You know what I mean? But all right, before you answer again, Dan, both bros, Kevin and Sam, are going to be like a real hardcore match with Bean. Yeah, they're going to pause. They're going to go hard. Like, it's going to be like maybe in some color. They're going to do what they do. A limited TS team versus Nia. Yeah. Nathan.
Yeah, it's both. Trish and Tiffany both TS. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
I don't think I've seen you before either, Nathan. What I appreciate you. Glad you're here. Glad you subscribed. I changed my mind. Drew is going to win the Elimination Chamber. We'll get there in a second, but I can't. I'll tell you why I'm not going to even say you're wrong, because that could be right. But go ahead.
As far as this, I think we're really done here. Like I said, Tiffany and Trish should win here. Like you said, I don't see any reason why not to. What is a win going to do for Nia Jax? And I do hope they do something with Candice LeRae, but not this tag team. So I mean, this is not the jumping off point. So again, we don't got to stay on this point any longer. Which Elimination Chamber we going towards next?
We could do the men since it was brought up real quick, even though I think that's a harder one, Pauls, to figure out. What I'm going to say about the Drew, since he brought it up, is supposedly The Rock and Triple H, and I think they've done some things along the way that have showed that. Supposedly they say they listen to the fans now, or supporters, of what we call them. That if they feel like it's not going away, which even though they haven't really been listening to the women lately, I guess we'll get to that on another video, because there's definitely some bad morale over there about that. But I've heard that Drew pretty much, not gonna say caused a fit, but basically was like, yo, I had an MVP year, which we can agree. Number 8, number 24, number 2, Mama Forever, Tiffany and Trish. Yeah, what up? Appreciate you, especially Kobe lover, Gigi lover.
I was about to say when you saw the Mama Forever, I'm like, yeah, Chance definitely finna read this comment. You don't even need a super chat.
You don't have to super chat it. You know what I mean? You don't even have to hit the like. That's Kobe forever. I love Kobe. I miss Kobe. But I do agree, Tiff and Trish. What I was saying about the limit. Oh, so I heard that Drew was like, he was supposed to fight Priest, and he was like, bro, I had an MVP year, which we could all agree he has, and he's vicious on Twitter too. And the Punk shit was good. So I've heard rumors. Again, we're not backstage people. We don't know all the stuff that goes on, but I've heard rumors that they might be swerving a little bit because they do feel like, oh well, Drew has been a team player. He did go crazy for the year, and no one would really expect Drew to win. Like, do you? Because when Drew's in the match, I'm like, he gonna do what he do, but they don't let Drew win, so Drew ain't doing shit.
So I did. I ain't gonna lie, I saw like little whispers here and there about Drew being upset on. I'm trying to stay off Twitter, like I keep saying, but because y'all got to slide in Discord. But I did see it, right? And I was like, well, I mean, I do think he's probably been unhappy since that. I mean, he's had some banger years that have really, really not gotten the recognition. It's been a couple. It was that COVID year. It was like, okay, it's no crowds. It makes sense. And then they had that first after. But I could see Drew winning, but that's not the way I see it going. I see this going one of two ways. More, but it's funny. I just realized I didn't list everyone who's in the match, so I'm gonna do that. Just
yeah, true.
It's Cena, Punk, Drew, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins. So I see this going one of two ways. I see either. Well, let me caveat that if John Cena is ready to be on TV every week. Maybe not even every week, but more often, because if this is supposed to be a retirement tour, it's not a very good one. He's not on TV enough, in my opinion. If this is the actual retirement tour up until WrestleMania, blah, 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 he's going to be on TV maybe a little bit more, promoting this a little bit more. And if he's going to be doing that, I could see them using that as a jumping off point. But if that's not the case, then I'm going to grow with Punk winning. Again, I have no problem with Drew winning. I can see it, but I think Punk wins.
I hope Drew wins Unlimited. All right, so let's say Punk wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do we get there with Cena? Cena's got to have a last match at WrestleMania,
right?
So how do we get there?
It's a very good question. I don't know how we're gonna get there, but we haven't been leading up to. That's what I'm saying. This doesn't feel very retirement tour wise. I'm not sure how we get there based on what we've done. Again, based on what I've seen, I don't think John Cena's gonna win it. But like I said, I do see that as an option. But my whole problem is so.
Hold up, I got you.
What's up?
I don't even know it's a possibility, but let's book. Rock with me. Get the check. What if Cena loses, right?
Okay.
We'll say Punk wins. I could go Drew, but let's say Punk wins, right?
Okay.
Cody says no, right? The Rock and John Cena are pretty cool nowadays. What if we get towards the end heel Cena?
That's another way to go about it. I mean, then I would have to go basically exactly like that for it to work. As soon as like one of those dominoes don't fall, then we're in space again. If Logan costs them to have a match,
I don't want to see Logan versus Cena, especially for a final match.
Yeah, that.
No, like I think
now that I think about, I mean, you
I don't know if I
he's got to put somebody over though, right?
Come on, not Logan. He hasn't earned it.
Not Logan. I don't want it to be Logan. I'm 100% agree with you. I'm just saying, but I'm afraid not. I thought about it. I mean, how many up and comers? Damn, I might be able to do a video on this. WWE dropped the ball here.
It can't be Logan.
No, definitely not. This, bro. This could have been a crazy spot to put Austin Theory versus.
I've been said what they doing with Austin, bro, but that's another video.
No, I mean you did say that a while ago, but I'm saying, but that was way before we knew we had a Cena retirement tour on our hands. This would have been the perfect time to put him over. He's supposed to be the next Cena, all this other stuff. That boy just wasting in the wings. It would have been a perfect time right now. But again, we'll know what's going on backstage or whatever. I actually right before I said that, I had to double check, make sure he wasn't injured because I mean, but he was on Raw, right? So it's like, no, definitely not. But
Who are you talking about? You talking about Austin?
yeah,
Yeah, he's in that whole tag team thing going on. Supposedly, looks like he's turning face. Looks like they're gonna break that up. So even if he turns face, the Cena thing still wouldn't work. So, but yeah, I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I don't want to see Logan. Like I said, it's nothing. It's nothing against Logan because I've said on this channel before. Like he's had great matches, whether you like him or not. I do respect the Paul brothers hustle. They get those matches and they get the bag. So I'm all for that. But as far as like, even if you do good matches and you've had good matches with Roman, you've had good matches with Seth, you've had good matches with Ricochet. Well, not matches, but like the Rumble spot, but you haven't earned that Cena last match ever. Like even there's no disrespect. Baron Corbin didn't deserve a Kurt Angle last match. Like, and Baron can go. He works. He does his thing. But as a goodbye, Baron and Kurt.
I think we talked about this when we first did the channel. Baron Corbin's opinion on, like, not his, but like the way they saw him in WWE is not the way the fans saw him for sure. Like they had him as like if they think you up and coming baby face, you got to go through the Baron Corbin.
He was the new Ziggler.
Yeah, you had to go through him, and then after you establish yourself as you up and comer, you made it through Baron Corbin. Now you had to go through him again because now for some reason he in the title picture. It's like what? Everyone has to face this guy twice. Why do y'all? And for some reason they just is like, yeah, no, for sure. But
I think before Cody he was the last one to beat Roman, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Got to be. If I'm wrong with that, it's a match I don't remember.
Yeah, so I don't know. Bringing it back to where we veered off in. I like if Cena does lose, we do that because in case y'all just got here, rewind a little bit, but I'll recap. I said if Cena does lose, and we want to get in WrestleMania, him and Rock are dope together. Supposedly they're friends now, they're besties. Rock says, you know what, that's cool. We said it before, which it should have been in his prime. Now I don't know what it'll look like, but Cena heel is equivalent to your boy Terry heel. Because they thought it would never happen.
I mean, I don't know your boy, the your boy part, but ignoring that part. But yeah, I mean,
but
definitely not
but
a friend.
Who would ever expect that?
No, I think that I mean, maybe a bit of an no. Actually, see, it's just too late. If it wasn't this late, then yeah, that could definitely bang like some NWO Hogan type stuff, like for sure. Because we've been asking for it. People call. I mean, it's to the point where there's literally whole videos. I will not do one. I've thought about it. I've decided against it. There's whole videos on people saying it was the Doctor of Thugonomics, or if that was a heel run. It was babyface run. Everyone loved it. I'm sorry. There's no way to look at it otherwise. I understand it was rude, but if you remember where we were at the time with ruthless aggression, and then you put that into he was definitely not a heel. Did he diss some crowds every once in a while? Yeah, but it was cheap heat. It wasn't real heel stuff. So at worst, you probably say he was an anti-hero, in my opinion. So, tweener in this case. So it's like it could bang. It could a heel Cena could bang, but I think it's too late.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree because it is later. It is later in the career, and as far as because of him not going like he used to go, I don't know of the impact it would have, or if it would even be worth it. But it could still bang. Because no one would, like I said, no one would expect it coming.
Right.
So it could still go crazy. Bro come out in the suit with the Rock. And like we've seen divas. And there's no shade to you, brother. We know John can be a dick.
Oh.
Like there's some dickheaded right there. Like And you're an actor now. You've gotten significantly better. You know what I mean? Like you could play that role pretty good, bro. I think that'd be a crazy. I just don't know if he would want to end his career as a heel, but it's unprecedented. Like it hasn't been done. Because when Terry did it, he had to come back face before he left. Because Terry got to be loved. No, he couldn't have it.
That'd be a crazy way to go for real, though. I can see
that'd be dope. I mean, that's the perfect way. You write your
like
ending
black instead of all of the bright stuff. I don't know if he could change your hair the way Hogan had dyed his mustache black because John got that crew cut. It's not really a lot you can do with that. But
remember I seen a video of a movie that he had the goatee. They ain't expecting the goatee.
something like that. So yeah, what movie was that? I remember. Yeah, that's not important. But yeah, something like that. Maybe like a little tweak to the look, come out in the black instead of the bright colors, and that could, bro. You really don't got to be doing it for the kids anymore. Especially since a lot of the people who was like when you was he was at his prime as a kid, they all adults now. They're not.
That
Most of them
would be a super
most of
swerve.
them, yeah. They will go
You
for
know what?
like
I wish we had like an alarm thing or something like I don't want to take it.
like a soundboard.
Yeah, something like that. Because I think I don't want to take your swag, but I think not Sam Wrestling does that. Like when something crazy happens, he does like an alarm. But that would be a super swerve. Like
That'd be crazy.
no one would expect that, and that would definitely have people talking for a minute on that.
Break JJ's heart.
And then Raw, him coming up on Raw on Netflix talking. No, I ain't after, man. I'm talking about
you mean after Elimination Chamber? Yeah,
we know the numbers are gonna be there because they tune in to see why. And his heel was a little. I mean, his promo was a little weird when he said, "I earned this. I'm not asking. I'm telling you, I'm going to be in the Elimination Chamber. I've earned that." You know what I mean? He wasn't really being polite about it.
Kind of popping his shit. Yeah, for sure.
But if we don't go that way, I guess you said CM Punk.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I feel like Logan can still cost CM Punk that match though, because they did have a little thing last week.
I ain't gonna lie. When I read the comment originally, I wasn't sure if we were talking about Logan costing Drew or Logan costing Cena, but I did briefly think he might have meant Punk, but Punk got beef for everybody. I really like that could really go.
It's nothing. Yeah.
That could really go so many ways, bro. So it's like that's kind of why I had him winning, so he could kind of finish a story somewhere. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with. Oh, mind you, Roman didn't send out a little thing that says receipts is coming. So he about to cost Seth that match. And we getting Seth Roman at WrestleMania.
Need that.
You know what I mean? So I'm sorry I forgot to let y'all know. But the Cuzzo, before he put that tweet out, hit me up and said, receipts is coming. So that's gonna be crazy. All right, last match. Elimination Chamber women. Now this can go so many ways too. I do believe Jade's coming. And we're gonna find out. I said Naomi, but I also did tell you that they've wanted Naomi. They wanted Bianca and Jade for a minute. Maybe we could do. They both did it, so we get a triple threat. But it's one of them. One of them did it. Not Leon with the 1999. All right, I feel you.
Still no question. Crazy.
Still no question. It's all goody.
Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, Roxanne Perez, and you said I could see Jade coming, but Roxanne's had a crazy run. I hope they keep giving her some shine, but I don't think it's her time to win here.
Yeah, Roxanne's crazy.
I think they really tripped me up with Bianca. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen soon, but with Bianca and Naomi losing now, I feel like they might be able to. It might be because they want to go put have Bianca go on a run again, but I really don't know. If you want to set up her versus Jade, that'd be nice, but I really don't know who needs a win here. Like, I see a lot of people say Alexa Bliss could win it, and I don't know if I'm okay with that. Not okay. Let me tell you that. Not okay. I don't see where we would go with it. So,
all right, listen. My bad. Listen, Leanne. This is what I'm gonna do for you since you've been here all the time. You donating. I made you a moderator. People ain't getting out of hand right now, but in the event when we start going crazy and the people start getting wild, you're the moderator. So if I say snipe them out of here. But I've made you a moderator for all the love you shown. But go ahead, my bad, Kenzo.
So yeah, I mean, I've seen Alexa Bliss winning. I've seen the people thinking that. Both Naomi and Bianca is tied to Jade, right? Like that's one story there. You got Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss in the other corner with a little something going on there, and Bayley too, and Roxanne Perez kind of making up the numbers. So when you look at like story going forward, It's got to be either Bianca and Naomi, right?
Are we talking about winning, or are we talking about for Jade?
For Jade. Well, I mean, both.
Yeah, story wise, it's got to be. I think Bianca for Jade. That's that. I'd rather see Jade versus Bianca as a WrestleMania match than Naomi Jade.
Right.
But I wouldn't mind the triple threat. And like I said, because they got to, depending on what she's working, her work looks like, they got to still protect Jade because she's still kind of green.
Right.
So a triple threat would make that better. I don't know. I think it's an easier story to say that they both were like, nah, you was getting way too comfortable when we got these belts, so we wasn't feeling it because we've been here, you haven't. So that's what happened. We took you out. But I mean, I guess you could probably tell the same story with Jade. Like I was her, and then you came and you started taking a little shine. You were a little more fit. You was a little more stronger. You was feeling it.
Right. So I mean, I wouldn't mind the triple threat, but I'm gonna go Bianca here. If this was not even a couple years ago, if Jade was a little bit more seasoned, like you said, because she's still green. If it wasn't that, I feel like her and Alexa Bliss, as far as like dynamic could go, that could go crazy. Like, so
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna do that here, but I just wanted to point that out that could be something we can see in the future if Jade keeps improving.
Oh wait, so let me say this real quick, because the winner of this basically fights Rhea, right? That's what it's supposed to be, right?
Yes, I think so. Let me double check. I moved the card out from me.
Because that's how the Elimination Chamber is happening with the men's. It's whoever wins.
Right.
So I would think it's the same because Rhea doesn't have an opponent.
Yeah, it is for Rhea. Yeah.
The bigger matchup is Jade Rhea. That's the bigger matchup. I wouldn't mind seeing Alexa and Rhea, but you know what I'm saying, if we going by the story and the way everything's been happening, bro, my girl Liv been putting on. Like we talk about MVP seasons. Like you don't want to
crazy.
You don't want to see Rhea live what 3, 4, whatever part that is now.
That's kind of my problem is that it is 3 or 4, but
I mean, back in the days, they used to fight for 8 years.
Oh no, for sure. No, see, that's one thing. I'll never say people shouldn't fight over and over again because first of all, that's what wrestling is. That's why I wasn't complaining about the Sammy and Kevin thing. It's about how you do it, how you go about it, and where you do it, when you do it, how. So the thing is, like, that could be a WrestleMania match for sure, but that means you got to do the Elimination Chamber match correctly, and you can't go and then put it on TV all the time. But I have a problem with them having 3 or 4 as long as if it's 3, it's 3. Not make it 5 because we're gonna see it on TV 2 times between now and then. That will be my problem, and not that they've never done that. So,
all right. Well, Nathan said Liv needs to win elimination so she can interfere in the Io Sky versus Rhea match on Raw. That could set up a triple threat between Liv, Rhea, and Io. I mean, that's cool. I don't really see Io like that though. I don't know if it's booking or whatever. I don't really see Io like that though.
Yeah, she hasn't had good booking on the main roster, in my opinion. When she was champ at NXT, and I think that was the same time Oscar was champ. I mean, it was going crazy. But yeah, that hasn't been a good run. I have no problem with Io Sky. I have no problem with that being a match. It don't feel very WrestleMania. Triple threat of WrestleMania. No, I'm sorry, not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't like it.
There's more of a story.
Not those 3, at least. Maybe not.
There's more of a story with Liv and Rhea.
Can you do Liv Rhea Bianca or Liv Rhea Jade? No, I don't think.
Nah.
I don't think you can fit that in there yet. No, I think you got to do it 1-on-1. But the roster we got now, I don't think there's. Yes, we're trying to fit as much as we can, but I don't think we need a triple threat match between the ladies on WrestleMania right now because I feel like, especially, no, not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with like what you think wouldn't happen because the clear thing to me is Liv. Then you got Bianca, but Bianca, I'm not gonna. I would think Bianca, but I'm not gonna go with her because I don't know which way they're going with the Jade. So I'm gonna go with Alexa. I think we get Alexa Rhea.
Well, since I just actually saw a tweet that Bianca and Rhea never faced each other on the main roster. They did on NXT, but never on the main roster. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the time they pull the trigger. So I'm gonna stick with Bianca here. I wouldn't be too upset. I'm not gonna be upset if I'm wrong. Elimination Chamber is one of those things like because of the way it's set up, you can go multiple ways. It's obviously there's ways it can go wrong. I'm not saying that means you can't be wrong. You can't be wrong, but it gives you a lot more directions to go, so to speak.
Okay.
But
all
that's
right,
the card.
So that's the card. All right, so we'll give y'all about a good 5 minutes. Hit us some questions real quick. Y'all think we was right with the predictions? Y'all got better predictions? Like what y'all want to do? A couple questions, and then we're gonna be out because SmackDown about to come on anyway. At least for y'all on the West Coast. I can't watch it right now. Which is the only reason why I love the streaming deal with Netflix and for AEW Max, because I can watch it like live time, like everybody else.
I didn't know that that's how it worked. That you couldn't watch it until you.
Yeah, Raw on Netflix. I can watch it. I can watch same time, and then AEW since it's on Max, I can watch Dynamite and Collision same time. But SmackDown is the only thing that I can't watch at the same time.
So what's my time SmackDown come on for you?
For me, 8, but for y'all, 11.
Wait. So it's at 8:00 across time zones. Is that what I'm trying to understand here?
Yeah, like I have to wait to 8.
That's
yeah. So they need to hurry up and put that on. I don't see why they didn't just put that on Peacock or something. I don't get that.
They're finding money. It's all about money.
It's probably end up on Netflix eventually.
Probably.
Something. All right, y'all throw out some questions, or we about to be out.
Sure.
Yeah, I know it. If the questions keep rolling in, I'll keep it going. If the questions slow up, I'm out. But I do appreciate y'all for showing up. The questions during was fire. I do got to eat too. I always got to eat after I film. It's crazy. But I think we do need to do a video of what happened to Austin Theory.
Oh yeah, that would be for sure. Yeah.
What you looking up?
I'm looking at the card. I was moving it down, comparing it to last year's Elimination Chamber. Same amount of matches. That's all I can really say.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't really see any questions coming in, so definitely appreciate everybody for showing up. Maybe we'll do a Joan after Elimination Chamber, because I think a couple people said they wanted us to do something after Elimination Chamber, which maybe depending on what happens, we probably should, because if that shit go crazy. But
yeah, I figure like this: if it's a banger, we gonna have some shit to say. If it's mid, we gonna have some shit to say. If it's trash, we got some shit to say. So I don't see why not. We come out here after.
Yeah, so that'd be tomorrow after. So we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for hitting the like. Thank you for the super chats. Appreciate that. If you're catching this late, go back and rewatch. Appreciate y'all. Be yourself. And the stream.